show.
Stay tuned for more antique tractor pulls from the 2009 Midwest Old Threshers reunion in Mount Pleasant, Iowa, here on Volume 5 of the Vintage Farm Collection.
The 110K.
Our first steamer this morning is John Martinez, and he's on an advanced rumbling.
John Martinez broadhead on an advance runway. (103 feet 6.84 inches). 103 6.84. I think he just hit second gear. How you doing today, James? Did they make any other kind of engine other than an advance? Not anything, was there? Keep her going, James. Right there's where they stopped it. Full pull. James Broadhead from Colchester, Illinois. Also known as James Martinez. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Fred Carlson. I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome you to Midwest Old Threshers in the tractor and steam engine pull here this morning. We've got a great day in store here at Old Threshers. Beautiful weather on tap. John Allman out there on that John Deere 70 was using it for a pullback tractor today. John waved everybody. John Allman waving him. There you go. Points led today for the Northeast Missouri Old Threshers Show and down in Shelbina. I lost my papers. It's 17th through the 20th. September 17th through the 20th in Shelbina, Missouri. think coming up here next, we're going to have a Caterpillar on the sled, old Cat 60. Anybody here go to that Heidi Newfield concert last night? A few of you. You like it? Yep, thumbs up, nodding heads. Put on a pretty good show. One thumbs down, must have been too loud. Anybody stay and get an autograph afterwards? She's a pretty nice gal. She stayed and signed autographs. Guys, we're going to need you to reset that counter on that sled after that last pull. Caterpillar 60. This cat's up in the Midwest Old Threshers right here in Mount Pleasant. John comes down and runs this thing every year. Really nice little cat. He does an excellent job with it. Keep her going, Tom. Tom Rowan had a pull of 302 feet 708. 302 feet 708. I'm not sure, I can't see, but that looks like Honest John Broadhead down there from Colchester, Illinois area with an Advance engine hooking up. Oops. Sorry about the microphone, Barry. Just send us a bill. This guy's standing up in my left Barry Borcher. He's from the sound company that does all the sound work here. He's the one that makes me sound so good. Barry, why don't you raise your hand? Zach's over here. He's with Barry. Zach, raise your hand. Hey, John, how's it going? Thumbs up. Hey, John, if you can, could you go down and get me pancakes? See if you can get that far. You better keep going, your brother pulled farther than that. Right there, 221 feet, 1.8 inches. 221, 1.8. Everybody give John Broadhead a big round of applause. These guys have to get up pretty early in the morning, get a fire built, needs to get the water in them, get a head of steam up so they can get up here. Occasionally they do clean the flues too. Over there, we've got a scale case steam engine over there. It's owned by Dan Crothers. Is that Reichert on there? Reichert, how long have you been running steam engines? A long time, he says. I tell you what, some of these young guys over here, young guys and gals even over in the steam area, they started real young over there. Over here with the big runway coming down here is Danny Peterson from here in Mount Pleasant.
That's Iowa. Part by the Presbyterian Church.
Peterson family been big supporters, backers of Midwest Old Threshers for a number of years. Reichert, he's got, nope, he's unhooked. Keep her going, Danny. Keep her going. Right there is where he chose to stop at 173 feet, 5.64 inches. Let's give Danny Peterson a big round of applause. Brought that nice Rumley oil pull tractor out here. It's a really, really nice tractor. It's nicely restored. Like I said, the Peterson family have been great supporters of old Threshers, and we appreciate it. Keep the track smooth out for us. Hi, Wanda. How are you today? You can take some good pictures. Wanda down here, she's the official photographer from Henderson Photography. Here in Mount Pleasant, the official photographer of Midwest Old Threshers. Do you like sell pictures of this? Or do you? Anything? Well, I'm not going there. Who we got up here next? Ed Segerman, is that who we got down there? On the Farmall. It says Farmall H. That's what I thought, but I can't see the side of it. Yeah, it looks about right. Over on that little sled over there, Ben Broadhead's going to be running that little sled. His dad and uncle were out here on the big advances. Got that Farmall H sounding pretty good. Ed's still going down there with that Farmall H. Ben Broadhead over there on that scale case steam engine. Ben, I thought you only ran advances. What's the deal here? You told me Advance was the only engine ever made. Ed Segerman, he's still got a good pull going. He's getting down near the end. Right there, full pull for Ed Segerman. Full pull. Hey Ben, do you ever remember a time when you weren't on a steam engine or around one? Never do you? These kids, a lot of them, like I said, they were brought up on steam engines. That's what they know. That Ben Broadhead, he knows how to run that little scale steam engine. He's a pretty good kid. He gets a little ornery once in a while, but for the most part, he's okay. I don't think they're going to stop him. I think he's just going to keep going. I think he was watching the big engines. Ben's going to try and pull that sled all the way down. Nope, he shut her down right there. Full pull for Ben Broadhead. Give him a big round of applause. Another new volunteer we have out here, well, just new today, he's not new to the reunion. But we got Jacob Putoff out there in Kansas City. He just woke up as we're like this. Katie Chandler coming up here next. Looks like it's Alice Chalmers. I'm not sure what size it is. things to see and do around the reunion grounds. Midwest Central Railroad I see is operating this morning. You might want to go catch a ride on the Midwest Central. The electric streetcars are running down around the campground. That's always a lot of fun to take a ride on those. Go down to the log village and see what life was like on the Iowa Prairie in the mid-1800s, early 1800s. Looks like Katie's looking for the sweet spot in the track. She's kind of doing a little maneuver, and I don't think maybe this is her first rodeo. Don't listen to me, but I think you're headed the right direction. Katie's driving a 1944 Alice Chalmers C. Getting the wheel up there, that's where she stopped it right there. 190 feet, 6 inches even. Give her a big round of applause. That's right, Katie said little tractor, big sled. Did an outstanding job. That is a small tractor, and it did a wonderful job on that sled. Kevin's running a John Deere down there, not a John Deere B maybe. Things to see and do around the grounds. The horse area has some exhibits here, some displays that they do over directly behind the stage area. They'll use horsepower to saw logs and thresh wheat, drill a well over there. They've got a nice old restored well drill rig. Here comes Kevin Wesley, that John Deere. Keep her going, Kevin. You're doing good. Right there's where they stopped it. Give him a big round of applause. Coming up here on this case scale steam engine is it Roland Brothers. This is kind of different. I guess instead of putting blocks on, we're going to park an easy-go on it. Dan Crothers, he's back there sitting on the easy go, just kind of bobbing along today. Mike Klein coming down here. Driving an old farm haul today. Mike Klein on a farm haul F20. Roland Carruthers still going down there with that case scale engine. Farmall's going to pass the engine, but I almost think the engine might end up winning the race in the end. I've got that old F20 going pretty good there. He's still going. Right there, full pull for Mike Klein with the farm all F20. Roland Carruthers still pulling down there with that case engine. Those little scale engines like that, those are all made in people's homes, you know, the shops and the machine shops and the garages and things. Those are all a labor of love. What they do is they have big measurements off the bigger steam engines. If they can get blueprints, they'll do that, and they build them exactly or as close to exactly like their full-size counterparts as possible. Got a full pull for the Threshers too. Don't forget to go over and visit Tractor Landers. How many tractors do we have this year? 700, 800, 1,000? 10,462? Is that what you said? Joyce Loggy sitting next to me was keeping the times or keeping the distances here. She said we have over 700 tractors at Tractorland this year. Also want to recognize Nancy Holmes over on the other side there. She's on the radio getting information for us. Without these two girls, I'd be totally lost. Hey, coming down the track now is, he loves it when I do this, Richard Rutledge from Preemption, Illinois, on a farm all age. You don't have to turn around, Richard, it's still back there. The sled's still back there. It's coming up. I know it's coming up because you're slowing down. Keep her going, Richard. Right there, 302. 302 feet, 3.24 inches. That's a full pull for Richard Rutledge. Give him a big round of applause. Be nice to go down there and walk through there. They kind of have their engines, some of them set up facing each other. You kind of walk down the middle and take a loop. If you have questions about tractors or steam engines, stop and talk to these operators, the tractors and the engineers over at the steam area. If you have a question, they'll be happy to answer them, talk to you and tell you what they know. And if they don't know the answer to your question, they'll be happy to make one up. Coming up here next on the big sled is Chris Berry from New Boston, Illinois. Chris Berry from New Boston, Illinois. Performance standard, what is it, a W6 or W4? 4. Hey, Chris, if I was explaining to somebody how to get to New Boston, Illinois, wouldn't I just tell them to go to Burlington, get in the water, turn left, and go upstream and turn right, right? Right there's where they stopped him, 135 feet, 9.72 inches for Chris Berry. If you get a chance also today, go up to the North Village up there. They're going to be robbing the bank and having a train robbery today. Up there in the Golden Slipper Saloon, the showgirls up there put on a wonderful show. They sing and dance, and it's just a wonderful place to go. You go in there and get a apple cider or a soda or something like that to drink. Very talented bunch of ladies up there and gentlemen also in there, and they do a wonderful show. Jim Mulligan on a Massey 44 coming down through here. Keep her going, Jim. Right there's where they stopped him. 176 feet, 2.88 inches. Here comes Wayne Hoyle on a John Deere G with a white front. Looks like Wayne's put together a pretty good pull here. Ooh, he's got a little power steering on that tractor. Right there's where they stopped him. with a distance of 230 feet, 0.60 inches for Wayne Hoyle. Coming up next, we've got Gerald Van Sant on a John Deere D. Here he comes, Gerald Van Sant. Gerald Van Sant coming down through here. Oh, keep her going, Gerald. Keep her. Oh, right there's where they stopped him. 158 feet, 0.84 inches. 158, 0.84. Looks like coming up here next is going to be the flagship of the steam engines at Midwest Old Threshers. This is a 110 horsepower case steam engine. Eric Douglas is going to be operating that today. Hi, Billy Ed here from Crawfordsville. How are you? This engine stays here. This is owned by Midwest Old Threshers, and it stays here. It's in our Museum A building all year. When they pull that engine out, they just have about 3 inches on either side of the wheels to get that out of the door. When they pull it out, they better hit her square the first time. It's going to take a little doing for him to get squared up. That is such a large engine. It takes a little doing to get it squared up. And to hook it up, it's kind of interesting too. It's kind of back up underneath there. It's really kind of a treat to get to see a 110 horsepower case engine. It's an even bigger treat to see one out working. It's in operating condition. It's going to come out and actually do something like pull a sled, take it out and work it a little. You might notice that some of the steam engines, when they come down through here, there's a lot of black smoke coming out of them. And if you're here for the cavalcade, it's more of a white smoke that comes out of them. The reason being is when they come through here to the cavalcade to be more environmentally friendly, they burn wood. We have a lot of wood around this area, and it's a lot cheaper than coal. But when you want a real good head of steam, you want a real hot fire. And coal burns hotter than wood. And Eric, looks like he's burning coal in there today. Eric Douglas bringing down the flagship of Midwest Old Threshers, a 110 horsepower case steam engine. Shovel that coal shovel that coal, brother. Hey, Eric, let's give him a show. Eric. Eric Douglas up there on the Flagship, the 110 case. Hey, Monterey, look at him go. That weight's all the way forward, and that's got as much down pressure as it can get. Eric, I think you got a full pull there, brother. Hold her down, Eric. You got a full pull. I don't think he's listening to me. Well, maybe he's going for pancakes. Maybe he'll bring us all back some. Maybe he's taking it back to track his team. Hey, Bob Raven, give him a round of applause. I don't know if he can hear you from as far away as he is, but that was a heck of a pull. Sometimes them steam guys like to show just what those engines can do. Mike Brownbuehler's hooking up right now with the John Deere. Mike Brownbuehler on a John Deere D. Brownbuehler on that John Deere D. Keep it going, Mike. Right there. A pull of 149 feet, 6.72 inches. Good job, Mike. Lake Lafayette on a 1948 SC case. on that SC case. Case SC is all original. It doesn't have anything done with it. Doesn't still have original spark plugs, does it? Okay, the spark plugs have been changed. There it is. There was a pull for Blake at 215 feet, 11.04 inches. Let's give him a big round of applause. That's an all-stock Case SC. James Emerson is coming up here. Nope, that's not right. Who we got here? That looks like Dean Ayers coming down through here. That's Dean. Dean Ayers coming down through here on Alice Chalmers. He's getting with the program here. He's got those rear wheel weights on there for a little extra bite. You run about 8 pounds of air in those rears and you'll really get some bite. He's got some weights on the front end too to keep it from rearing. WD 45 Alice Chalmers. A little trick on that tractor pull, if you drop that air pressure down to, say 8 or 9 pounds, it lets the sidewall flex a little bit more and you get a lot more bite. Keep her going, Dean. You're looking good. You've got her weighted out just right. Looks like he's got the right amount of weights in the front, the right amount of weights on the wheels, and he's going to town with that WD. There's where they stopped at 307 feet, 9.84 inches. Let's give a big round of applause to Dean Ayers with that AC WD 45. The Farmall. Farmall tractors weren't built all that terrible far from here up in Rock Island, Illinois. Tractor on a whole lot of sled, I'm here to tell you. That is a pretty small tractor to be hooked onto that big a piece of iron. But he's getting her rolling. We're going to see how far James gets with that little BN. I think we just found out. 90 feet, 5.4 inches. Let's give him a round of applause. That's not a whole lot of horsepower on a whole lot of sled right there. The museum buildings down here on the south end of the grounds have a lot of crafters and vendors in there. Lots of things you can purchase there. There's a swamp area over here to the northeast of the grandstand. Lots of different things over there to take a look at. There's also a couple of antique buildings. One over here, the hub building over here to the west of the grandstand has antiques. And the building we refer to as the Butler Building or the Antique Building, which is up here to the north of the grandstands, which is also near that swamp area, has antiques in it. Got a big, looks like a Minneapolis engine down there. Here comes Kenton Sutton on a 20-horse Minneapolis steam engine. Keep her going. Come on, Kenton. I think I can. Hey, Bomber Reba, give him a big round of applause. Kenton Sutton come in here from Nebraska with that 20-horse Minneapolis Moline. He took her quite a ways too, 412 feet, 9.36 inches. Hey, John, did you get some pizza noodles while you were down there? You were awful close. Want to remind you we have the cavalcade of power right here at 12 noon. There's also at 11:30 going to be a Model T assembly demonstration here on the track. About noontime there, when it's getting about cavalcade time, things really start smelling pretty good around here because there's lots of good places to eat on the grounds. One of the really good places to eat is this red and white striped building over here, which is the Wright Family Events Pavilion. And there are lots of places to eat in there. Several of the churches for the Mount Pleasant area have places to get something to eat. I've checked out a couple of them, and I've gotten some really good stuff in there the last few days. Get everything from beef and noodles to meatloaf. Yep, catfish. Catfish over there, one of them, St. Al's, I think, has catfish today. Well, what is today? It's a Saturday. They had it yesterday and today. Of course, the Methodists and the Lutherans, they've all got their specialties. I heard the Lutherans the other day had some wonderful pecan pie. Laverne Lane coming down here on a John Deere G. Laverne's driving a 1947 G John Deere. Laverne, did that come, Chrome Stack come factory on that? That it did? A little add-on to pretty rough, wasn't it? He's got that G sounding pretty good. He's that down there. Right there, full of 316 feet, 4.80 inches. Let's give Laverne Lane a big round of applause. From down at Smithfield, Illinois. Steve's running a Minneapolis mowing tractor. Oh, here he comes. Boy, that sounds good. Steve Engel from Smithfield, Illinois, driving a Minneapolis Moline. Steve's pulled a few tractor pulls in his day. Right Deere. 176 feet, 6.72 inches for Steve Engel from Smithfield, Illinois. Let's give him a big round of applause. Steve, that's a great looking mini tractor. We've got a great number of antique cars in the antique car building. There's also the antique truck building. Lots of antique trucks over there. And there's a special tent set up over there. I think it's Fabulous Fins. I think that's what they're calling it. And it's all cars with tail fins on them, like the old 1950s Cadillacs and cars like that. They have the tail fins. I just took a little cruise by there this morning, kind of peeked in the tent. It really wasn't open yet, but I was sneaking in there. They had some really neat looking cars in there. We want to thank all of our board members at Midwest Old Threshers. We have a 12-member board of directors here that oversees this organization. Midwest Old Threshers is a non-profit organization. Our board of directors are all volunteers here, and we have at least one director over each area. A couple of the larger areas do have two directors. The steam area, which is the traction steam, the steam powerhouse has two directors, and tractor land has two directors. Here comes Don Allman coming down here on a John Deere. Don Allman on a 730 John Deere diesel. Hey Don, smile at your old Threshers. That's better. This must be a family affair. We got Don Allman on the front pulling and John Allman on the back pulling the other way. Right there's where they stopped him. Let's give Don Allman a big round of applause. He had a pull of 219 feet, 10.68 inches. Yeah, these guys down here running the sled are both from that show. Last time I was down there, I had my dog with me, the German Shepherd. I had a kennel in the back of the pickup truck. I hauled the dog back in the kennel. I was at the flea market and I bought a couple of all of our plows. Well, then there wasn't no room for the dog. You ought to try right back from Shelbina, Missouri to Seton, Illinois with about 100 pounds of German Shepherd on your lap, especially when you go through the drive-thru at McDonald's in Quincy. Mike Flagan, John Deere B. Keep her going, Mike. Keep her going. There's where they stopped him. Mike made her 133 feet, 9.48 inches. 133, 9.48. Coming up here next, we got Nicholas McCall on Farm Hall. 450 wide front. Edgar down here flagging the tractor pull today. Hank's up to Crawford still. Pull of 162, 162 feet, 8.88 inches for Pecos McCall. Jackie Doe coming down here on this Alice Chalmers. Well, I think that's where they stopped her, but she gave it a good try. Give her a big round of applause. 39 feet, 9.6 inches. Coming up here next, we've got a rookie in the tractor pulling event today, Tony B. Hall. He's running a Keck Gonerman tractor. Tractor's owned by Kenny Loggy. Tony B. Hall coming down on this Keck Gonerman tractor. Come on, Tony. Come on. That's where they stopped him right there. 149 feet, 2.88 inches for Tony B. Hall on that Keck Gonerman. Steve Vogler backing up to the sled right there. I went into the tractor dealership one day and had a tractor in there. The tractor didn't have any seat on it, didn't have any steering wheel on it. I says, what's the deal with this? No seat, no steering wheel. Salesman for the tractor dealership, he says that's for the farmers who lost their butt and didn't know which way to turn. Steve Vogler, 1952 John Deere. there at 113 feet, 2.76 inches. What do you think, Hank? Do they have a coffee break down there? Vern Buck coming down here on Minneapolis Moline, and boy, he took off like a flash out of the hole there. Partner, you got to run faster than that if you're going to have a Kodak moment with that tractor. And he's going to town at Minneapolis Moline LP. He must have took off in third gear. Right there they stopped him. The pull of 188, 4.2 inches. Hey, here in Old Threshers, the weather just seems to be perfect. Last forecast I heard was perfect weather throughout the rest of the reunion. Lloyd Laughlin is up here next. I guess Lloyd Laughlin on a 39 John Deere B. Hey Hank, Edgar, it's a Kodak moment. Right through here on the Yamaha is Ralph Oliver from Cambridge, Iowa. Ralph waving at the crowd. Ralph is one of the directors I spoke of earlier here at Old Threshers. Ralph is one of the directors from the tractor area. Lloyd Laughlin coming down the track. Speaking of tractor area, they do a lot of displays here. They shell corn over here twice a day. They run their gear mill at 4:30. Keep her coming, Floyd. Come on. Come on. I think he just spun out right there. They stopped Floyd at 102 feet, 9.84 inches. Joe Lounsbury coming in on a John Deere AR. I think Joe's from New London. Ralph, your golf cart turned into a forklift. Joe Lounsbury on this 1952 John Deere AR. I smell fried chicken. I smell fried chicken. I think that fried chicken smells coming from somewhere over in that red and white building. That's where they stopped Joe right there. 99 feet, 4.92 inches. I want to remind everybody there's just so much to see and do here at Old Threshers. It's really hard to cover this event in one day. The North Village, gas engines, the antique buildings, the swap tent, swap area, tractor land, traction steam area, the steam powerhouse down in the Museum A, the electric streetcars, the log village down in the south end of the campground, the entertainment at night, Phil Vassar tonight, Colin Ray and Restless Heart tomorrow night. And here comes Larry Derbyshire on a 1957 John Deere 620. Nancy Holmes says they have good root beer over in the Log Village, which is located on the south side of the campground. Probably quicker to take the electric trolley down there, and it's a lot more fun. They got some really neat streetcars they run. It's about a mile and a half loop down there. They've got some big enclosed cars. They've got some really nice open air cars. I always enjoy taking a ride on those. Don't forget to ride the Midwest Central Railroad. That's the steam train going around the grounds. And that's where they stopped Larry Derbyshire at a distance of 130 feet, 11.4 inches. And Kenny Buckard, is that the last tractor? I believe that's the last tractor for today. I'd like to thank everyone for coming to Midwest Old Threshers here at Mount. What? Who? John. Oh, John's going to put one more to pull. One more. That has been pulling the sled back. It's now going to hook onto the other end. So John's pulling that track up high, pulling that sled up high on the track. He's pulling it up there with a little better bite. Over at the North Village, there is a building over there where they're doing some quilting demonstrations. I understand they've got an old treadle sewing machine over there. It's kind of a newer addition here to Old Threshers. Here comes John Allman from West Point, Iowa. Our John Deere 70 White Front. John, did you signal that right-hand turn? Right there's for John Stockner, 134 feet, 8.88 inches. 134, 8.88. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the last pull of the day. Give all these competitors a big round of applause. They came out here to put on a show for you. As I said, they don't get any, no money, no trophies, nothing like that. It's just all for fun, for bragging rights. Thanks again for coming to Midwest Old Threshers. Thanks for coming and playing with us at the tractor pull. We certainly hope you enjoy your day here at Old Threshers. Once again, lots of good places to eat around the grounds. It's not just up here. If you go down around the museum buildings, there's food there. I know underneath the grandstand there was a food stand there. I had a tenderloin there the other night, and it was outstanding.